Hi everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. We are doing the Capricorn December Tarotscope. Keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements because sometimes those will resonate more. And I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. All right, Capricorn, we are going to see what you've got going on for the rest of this year. It's almost your birthday season. So hopefully it's something exciting, right? All right, we're going to start off by just pulling some message cards. See what your guides want you to know most of all. What's the strongest message? What's wanting to come through for you? What do you need to be aware of? I'm instantly hearing like one thing at a time. Tackle one project at a time. Don't try to take on everything at once. Delegate tasks or chores or responsibilities so you're not taking on too much, so you're not doing everything yourself. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed. Okay. I feel like it's important to kind of ask yourself what it is that you're manifesting right now. What is it that you're focused on creating, focused on bringing into your life? Whatever you're putting the most consistent focus towards is what you are in essence creating more of. I do feel like there might be an assumption that is held because of lack of communication. There might be something going on where there's a lack of clarity in regards to something that you're wanting to manifest, or there's a lack of clarity in a relationship with another person. And within that kind of lack of clarity or lack of communication or validation, it might be that your mind is creating a lot of assumptions that aren't necessarily true, right? I do feel overall, though, there's a need to kind of take a step back and really ask yourself, like, what is it that you want? Instead of being in the space of kind of allowing things to happen or just taking things as they come, it's like take a step back and ask yourself, like, what is it that I want? What is it that I'm wanting to create out of this? What is it that I'm wanting to, what is my ultimate goal? What is it that I value? For some of you, I kind of feel like the goals that you have set in mind, or the things that you're working towards, or the things that you're trying to accomplish might be more based on what you believe other people assume in you. Does that make sense? Like you're fighting against, you're trying to either prove that you're not what people think that you are, or step into a role that you think others want you to be. And in that, you might be neglecting what it is that you truly want. And so I feel like over the next month, you're kind of being guided to get more in your feminine space, whether you're masculine or feminine. Get more in your feminine space of nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, asking yourself what it is that you want and need emotionally, what it is that you value, how much of yourself are you acknowledging in your day-to-day reality. Let me just get a little bit, we'll just get a little clarity on what this message is saying. Also, if you are like actively trying to manifest something, right, and you're paying attention to the law of attraction, and you're manifesting in that sense, I feel like you might be missing a step, if that makes sense. Like, you're saying that you want something, but at the same time, you don't really believe that it's going to happen, or you're saying that you want abundance, like you want to manifest abundance, you want to manifest a lot of money, but you're acting as if you're completely broke, and you're acting like you're in a poverty mind space, right? And so it's like you're contradicting what it is that you're trying to manifest, or you're missing a step in the manifestation. You're extremely intuitive. You're extremely gifted. You might be specifically focusing on manifesting something, manifesting abundance, even like moving on your spiritual path, moving towards your purpose. You're tapping into your gifts. You're tapping into your intuition. Every single thing that you are doing right now, and moving forward over the month of September, everything that you're doing is very valuable. Like, everything that you're doing is kind of like you're already on the path. Like, you're already on the right path. You're already moving in the direction that you need to be. It's weird because I want to say, like, it appears that things are going backwards. Like, you almost like you received the blessing and you're having to go back. It's like it might appear that things are going backwards. Like, you saw the bigger picture, you see the manifestation of it. Might even be like you have like you've already had a vision of something that you want to create, or you've already had a dream of how the outcome of something is going to be, and now you're having to kind of like walk backwards and start at the beginning and kind of branch out and create it, right? And so it's like you saw it, you embraced it, you acknowledged it, but it's like you missed a step, or like it's almost like it skipped to the end, and now you have to kind of go back and like create everything to get to that path. But you're doing everything you need to do. Like, you became extremely successful without making the proper connections to get there, if that makes sense. And now you're having to kind of like backpedal and, kind of retweak everything. So the mouse being your overall energy, it's asking you not to get too obsessed and overwhelmed by the details that don't matter. Don't let yourself get distracted. Don't let things overwhelm you. But at the same time, it is asking you to pay attention to the details that are necessary. Necessary in terms of what it is that you're building, what it is that you're creating. Again, it's like you skip to the end, and now you have to kind of go back and like tie up the loose ends that you didn't tie up before, right? Like you met your soulmate before you were actually like fully prepared to step in commitment, and now you have to kind of like go back and like tie up everything, right? Or you got this amazing job before you put in your 2-week notice, and so it's like you're having to kind of like go back and like make the right connections to solidify what it is that you're wanting to create. All right, so let's go a little bit further into this, get some more details. Or like you've seen the product that you're wanting to invent. Now you have to go back and worry about the details, right? Get the patent or whatever. I don't know how that stuff works, but you know what I'm saying. You've got the vision, now you have to get the plan. It could even be for some of you that like a relationship, like you connected to somebody like really quickly, right? And it moved really, really quickly. And now you're kind of needing to slow down a little bit, and just like really take time to get to know the person. You know what I mean? Like work out all the kinks. Yeah, how are you showing up in this 10 of Pentacles? Like you're already there. You're already kind of in this space of like you see what it is that you want. You're seeing the relationship that you want. You're seeing the long-term commitment that you want. You might even already be like in a very extremely successful place in your life. What's crossing you is the Emperor. The Emperor is the divine masculine energy, the purpose, the plan, the motivation, the method to get there, the forward movement, the groundedness. The fire, the motivation. you have the King and Queen of Wands here. So if this is about a relationship, this is like a power couple kind of energy, right? This is very passionate energy, very strong energy, very powerful energy. You also have 3 queens here, and what's missing is the Queen of Cups. You have the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. What's missing is the Queen of Cups, the emotions in it, the feelings, the nurturing of it. There's so much masculine energy in this. There's so much focus on the physical aspect of whatever it is, because it's like you've already manifested you've already got the physical manifestation of something, or you've already seen what it is that you want, or you've already reached a level of achievement. Some of you, in all honesty, could actually be sitting in a very, stable relationship, a very grounded relationship, a relationship you've been in for a long time. And at one point this matched your values, right? This matched what you wanted, but it might be that you're kind of getting to the space in the relationship where you're like, there's no passion in this. There's no emotion in this, right? It's like there's something that was neglected in this, or it's like you focused on like starting a business and you did everything like practically, right? And you got everything set up for financial success, but like you didn't put your passion into it, right? There's some kind of emotional energy that has been neglected, that you're kind of needing to focus on. Something within your passion, and the way you're going to see this is by acknowledging what's triggering you, what's frustrating you, what's upsetting you. For some of you, it might be that you've reached a level of success in a relationship, or you've reached a level of success, but like you've done it alone. And you want like a better support system. Let me get some clarity on this. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, like this ideal relationship, ideal partnership. Or it could be that's what you're focused on, like that's what you're wanting, like this ideal relationship. This perfect family. Yeah, it's almost like you already have what is deemed perfection, but at the same time you feel alone in this. Or you're needing to kind of like dig deeper into your purpose, right? It could be that you're seeing something that you want, but you're not sure how to get there, and how to get there. It involves really digging deep into what your purpose is, like what your fire is, what your motivation to kind of get there. Again, it's like there's a step that was missed. There was a step that was missed, or a step that you're not acknowledging, or a desire that you're not acknowledging, that you need to kind of look back on what that is. It's like something has been built on a foundation of lack, or something was built too quickly, or you got to the end too quickly, but there's like the foundation is lacking something. What's in front of you, though, King of Wands and Six of Cups, is the passion to pursue like the passion and awareness and acknowledgement of that emotional connection that you're looking for. You might be at risk of it is taking action towards the past. It's like going back to the beginning. And I'm not saying that you have to like start something all over again, but it's like, just say, for example, you've been in this relationship for a really long time and you're looking at the relationship and it's great, it's beautiful, it's amazing, but you're feeling like something's lacking in it. And it's like, if you go back and look at how the relationship started, it could be that there was so much focus on getting to the end, on getting to the commitment aspect, or, you know, building this family and doing this and this and this, that, you know, you both kind of neglected, you know, really taking that time to kind of enjoy the passionate aspect of it, the fun aspect of it. And so that's where you're needing to go back to, like, go back to the beginning. It could be a guidance to like get yourself into the space of like dating this person again. It could even be that you're being guided to like get to know yourself all over again. You could have already achieved a level of success, but you're feeling like something's lacking. And it could be like, you know, acknowledging you have changed, you have grown over time. So take some time to get to know yourself again, to get to know the person that you have become, to get to know what you're passionate about, you know, where your passion is. It doesn't have to be the same that it was, you know, 5-10 years ago, right? You're being guided to move towards what excites you, move towards what inspires you, move towards, even like notice the things that are triggering you right now, because those are guidance to something that you're wanting, and you're being guided to find comfort in moving towards something that you feel desire for, even if it means you have to. Okay, sorry. Yeah, the challenge might be in your relationship. The challenge might be that there's emotions being stirred up in a relationship, or what it is that you're wanting to acknowledge or move towards right now might be in conflict with another person, or the person that you're in a relationship with. You might even find that, you know, all of a sudden, you know, this beautiful relationship that you've been in, all of a sudden there's a lot of conflict. There's just like petty fights out of nowhere. But I feel like that's asking you to like acknowledge like what's being triggered in this. Because again, it could be that it's like you and this person like started at the end of the relationship and you need to kind of go back to the beginning. There's a lot that's you're holding on to a lot. You might be holding on to a lot of regret, holding on. It's like the emotional aspect, your emotions you have not been acknowledging. And there's holding back of communication, or holding back on speaking your truth because of fear on how that's going to be received. But you're being guided to kind of let go of that. Because it's like, wherever you're at, you could take, whether you realize it or not, you could take 10 steps back and still be in a really good position, right? It's okay to pull back. It's okay to get some rest. It could be, again, that like whatever you have started, you have been the one putting all the effort in, and you're kind of feeling alone because you don't feel that you have the support, right? You can pull back your energy and get the support that you need. There's just a lot of emotional stuff, I feel like, emotional desires that maybe you haven't acknowledged. There might be this desire to kind of go down a different path, but you're not sure how, you're not sure what your options are. But it's like, again, be comfortable with starting over, be comfortable with starting like 5 steps back from where you are now. But in order to kind of feel confident in that path moving forward to what you want, you have to be willing to let go of some of this comfort and stability that you've already built, right? You might be in a job that you make good money in, you feel good about, but it's just not fulfilling you right now. And you're nervous about how you're going to find something else. But it's like, I know it's really bad advice. My dad would kill me. Like, like they say, you're not supposed to quit a job before you find another job. But it, like, whatever this is, it's like, it's, you've gotten yourself to a secure enough place where you can kind of let go of some of the responsibilities that you've put on yourself. And by letting go, you'll see more options, right? If there's something that you're, like, if there's something that you're struggling with in a relationship, but you're not wanting to say anything, or you hesitate saying anything because you feel like in the relationship, we're in such a good space, I don't want to say anything that's going to, you know, take us a few steps back. It's like, it's better to get that off your chest and speak that and open up to that now than risk having kind of like this, you know, outburst a month later because you've been holding so much in. Because what you're not seeing is the Queen of Pentacles twice. You're not seeing clearly your ability to create abundance effortlessly. You might not be acknowledging your value completely. You might be, again, feeling like all of this needs to be done alone, but give me one more. You don't have to do it alone. Yeah, it's like you might not be acknowledging how much value you possess within yourself, how your own emotions within the stability that you've created, and the value of, like, you can create something solid and stable that you feel emotionally connected to, that you feel emotionally invested in, that your emotions, your emotional needs, your feelings are just as valuable. Also, you can, this might be guiding some of you to kind of move towards your own business, or move off on your own in terms of work. You can create it because of the love that you have for it. And you've got the Queen of Wands twice. I love that. And the High Priestess. Be receptive to what your dreams and desires are, what you feel passionately about, because the fire, the passion, and the emotional connection is what might be lacking in whatever it is that you're wanting to enjoy, right? Or create. And that's where you're kind of being guided to look towards. All right. I hope you guys have a great month and a great Christmas and a Happy New Year.